Hi, everybody. Gina here. Just want to give you guys a little follow up on my cancer journey. It's almost been a year since I was diagnosed with my second bout of breast cancer. And during that time, I did the mastectomy, did chemotherapy. I did a little bit of endocrine therapy, which I discontinued because it wasn't making me feel very good. And so I lost quite a bit of my hair. I did cold capping and I did the topper, and the topper has been working great. Like this is grown out. So the topper is a hair extension that actually goes on top of your head. But you kind of pull out your hairs and put the beads on and just make sure that the attachment stays onto the scalp. So the hair underneath that I have, which is grown out, is pretty dark, darker than I've ever had before, which I'm not going to lie, I'm digging it. I like it. But it's still kind of short. Like I still have very little hair growth. I mean, it's growing, but it takes a while for it to grow out. So this topper just protects the underlying layer and actually helps your hair grow faster. So I love it. I mean, right now my baby hairs are kind of starting to peek through and this needs to be adjusted, but overall I'm feeling pretty darn good. So, for now, I'm just using my little bandana to kind of cover up those short pieces, those little stragglers. Anyway, on a side note, I am a board certified nurse practitioner. I do primary care, family care, hormone replacement therapy is really my niche. It's my baby. And I went to a conference this past week in Houston, and the instructor or the speaker was talking about hormones, and I had asked some questions about whether or not it's safe to do estrogen replacement therapy or progesterone or testosterone if you've had a history of cancer, specifically breast cancer. And he tried to skirt around the answer, didn't want to tell me what he thought, but in the end it came out and he said no hormone is safe if you've had an estrogen or progesterone receptor positive cancer. And so when I asked the instructor, well, what do you do for those women who are suffering, right? They're in menopause, they have the hot flashes, night sweats, weight gain around midsection, they don't want to have sex, they can't sleep, they're irritable, they're forgetful, they're dry eyes, vaginal infections, all the sorts, you just don't feel good. What do you do for those women? And his response was very surprising to me and a little disheartening, and that's why I think I need to start talking more about it. And I honestly want to be a model for those that are going through what I went through, to speak up and to ask questions and not just do what your doctor tells you. You have to stick up for yourself and do what feels right for you. So when I asked him, hey, what do you do for these women? His response was nothing. And when I asked him, well, what do you do for those patients? Like, what are they supposed to do? He goes, oh, I don't know. And I said, so as a female who's going through menopause that can't do hormones, they're supposed to suffer? And he said, yes, exactly. And I couldn't believe it. I laughed because I was shocked that he would say that. And there's answers. You don't have to suffer in silence. There's natural things that you can do. Not all hormones are bad because you've had breast cancer. In fact, testosterone replacement therapy, there's been numerous studies that actually show testosterone has apoptotic effects on cancer cells. So, not saying that you should do hormones when you have an active cancer, but post-cancer life, I feel that testosterone replacement therapy is safe as long as you're blocking the aromatization of testosterone into estradiol, if you can at all cost. But living without hormones is not safe, okay? It can affect your bones, your heart, your brain health, and we have one life. And so I really feel like hormones get a bad rap because people think that hormones cause cancer, and it doesn't. It's what they're putting in our foods. It's the stress that we're under, not knowing when to slow down, relax, take a breath. You know, life is short. And for me personally, maybe I'm wrong, I'm going to live the best quality life that I can. And I'm a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and I was on hormones before I got cancer. So I really don't think that my body was trying to kill me. I think my body was trying to tell me to slow down. So what I do every day now is I maybe not every day. I exercise about 4 to 5 times a week. I try to watch what I put in my mouth, And meditation, reducing stress, stopping and taking a breath before you react. And I do testosterone, I do pellets, and I don't regret it. I feel great. I also do vaginal estrogen a few times a week. It makes me feel better. So there's answers, there's hope out there for you. Don't just take the first answer that you hear and feel like, oh, that's it, there's nothing I can do. You shouldn't be punished for having a cancer diagnosis. If anything, you should be held up and made to feel good. So if you ever want to, get a different answer or a different viewpoint or see where you're at as far as your hormones go, check us out online at tomewellnessaz.com and schedule your consultation today. So I'm here to help. I want to help as many people as I can and make them feel good. And like I always say, make today a beautiful day.